Happy Saturday, T-Squad. It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with a new behind-the-scenes T video. So, you guys, this week, Carlos King dropped his exclusive interview with Kirk and Rasheeda from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And during their interview, they had a lot of interesting things to say about Yandy and Mendeecees' relationship, their marriage, and more. I mean, shots were fired. All right, let's take a listen to what they had to say, and then I will be back with my thoughts and opinions, because trust and believe, I got some things to say.
I love Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's a great show to watch. I'm loving this season. Yandy is one of my babies who I love. I didn't think in a million years that my baby Rasheeda and my other baby Yandy would be at odds.
For me, I just look at it like, what you finna say? I hear you. Look, I can hear you. And you ain't talking, but I can hear you. I don't like when people try to throw something on you that is so false. Like they're trying to the
concept was
Go
girlfriend, girl code. This
Right.
is what I'm going to run with, girl code, girlfriend. And this being honest, Rasheeda introduced her to her friends. Rasheeda gave her the game on the restaurant, how to get the liquor license, how to do stuff. She really put up on the game, right? But the thing is, people get to see what's said on TV. But when I had Cannon, Yandy she never got a phone call.
Well, those friends who supported me, she wasn't a part of that.
Right. She never got phone call.
She never talked to me at all.
So
about
from then to now, she's never checked on her during that situation, and you can speak on it.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I say when you say girl code, real friend, you try to get these people to rally up against, long story short, me and Rasheeda contract was up and motherfuckers was going for our spot. That's what really happened now. But Kai, my son, got into a collision. It was on the Shade Room, 8 million views, everything. Yandy never called her to check on Kai. Is everything
When I
okay?
tell you, I heard from
everybody,
every person on the planet.
What confused me is how all of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. You never checked on her even when it came alive. When Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then. But y'all friends.
And also too, just for the thing, I don't like to be blamed for something that I had no parts of. Okay. And that's where I think my patience runs short. You can't sit here and say it's all because of Kirk and Rasheeda that we're dealing with this Jasmine situation. We can't say that. And that's what kind of took it there for me, because I'm like, okay, now you want to play the friend card, but Yandy, you've been doing this reality TV shit for a long time.
Before you.
Before me. So you know how the game going, you know the play. So if we real friends, we don't go past those lines. We keep it straight. We keep it 100. We keep it a buck. You already knew what you were doing. And so that's why I gave it the energy I gave, and I said what I said, because at the end of the day, I know what you're doing and it's okay. And if people want to run with it and say, Rasheeda's not a good friend, she's not where your man stick his penis ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, with that being said, you did say in your confessional that, it is rumored that allegedly Mendeecees has other women. Do you think Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy?
You know
Have you
what?
ever asked that question in Atlanta?
Do you think Mendeecees cheating on you? Okay. Yeah. Because first of all, hell no.
I left Atlanta for a reason.
Okay, then. There we go.
Okay.
Sounds like a plead the fifth one for me, baby. Yeah.
You said it out your mouth.
Well, this is what I'm going to say.
I never met Mendeecees. I don't know anything.
Let me tell you this. I want to say something.
Oh, no, Kurt. I want Rasheeda to answer.
Well,
Because you said in your interview.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen? Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that. Because somebody's bringing me something. Now, had I walked in and seen this somebody, then I might pick up the phone and be like, baby, listen, I just walked in and seen your man going crazy. You better get your ass here before I whip his.
Well, the things you seen were just like rumors.
Just a little bit people saying that they receipts, that they have, but I'm really not that girl though. I'm not sitting here running around doing this and doing that. But also too, I feel like this. Me and Yandy have not had that type of relationship. We don't talk about our husbands, and I know people see the television side of things, and we are in the same friend circles, but there's levels to friendships. I get it. You said that and you did that. There was an agenda, and it's totally fine. You can have the agenda. Y'all can have that. It's all cool. But don't sit here and try to play on my character like, oh my God, I've been holding you down so long and you ain't even got my back. Girl, where was you at when I was going through my You didn't reach out that way. You ain't pull up on me. You know why? Because we don't know where each other lives. We never have.
Never been to each other's
We've
house.
never been to each other's
y'all
house.
ain't friends at all.
So then the world wants to look at me like I'm some type of...
to her house or vice versa?
No.
Y'all ain't friends. Y'all ain't friends. Do you feel like Yandy and Mendeecees are trying to come for y'all spot on the show?
Well, me and Mendeecees had a call. And, you know, and producers we had a little something that Rasheeda don't like a producer on the show, right? So he does spiteful shit to Rasheeda, and I had to check and say, listen, you about at my wit's end now. I'm telling the people, he do this again, I'm gonna fuck him up. Like, cause you playing, you thinking it's a joke, and I'm trying to let you know I don't rock like that. I keep it 100. I don't. So with me and Mendeecees, we good. We talking, and he told me, he said, listen, man, what had happened is it was a play. It didn't go the right way, but he told me on the phone, just straight up and down, you just gonna have to take it on the chin. Yo,
no, I know you wanted to go out.
I know you wanted to go out on top, because I said, well, I'm glad it's me and Rasheeda's last month season anyway. I'm glad to get I was just venting.
To your point.
I'm trying to negotiate. I want them to give me some more money. I'm trying to raise my pay. So I said the wrong.
Love y'all. Y'all keep it real.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
motherfuckers thinking we leaving. So now motherfuckers is challenging the position. I'm saying,
that's
like,
what I'm thinking.
Now here's the thing. You in Atlanta, we in Atlanta. I have friends that I love, who do certain things in their marriage and relationship. I don't judge them. I love them. I don't care. If you doing what you're doing, do what you do. I just feel like they held back some information from us that they should have told us. And that's me keeping it 100.
In terms of like things they knew about you guys, or just what they were going through?
Go to Vegas and look up me and Rasheeda marriage certificate.
Well, no, not in terms of us, because one thing
I
I do have to say is me and Kirk been as transparent as you can get when it comes to this. We put this shit out there. Like, I've dealt with the whole...
And I said this, and I'm getting in, because I don't care where he put his private. It's his, right? This is me keeping it 100. But when you start saying slick shit like, well, I'm the only one on the show who ain't had a baby, you don't have all these goddamn baby mamas coming for Yandy. I'm just keeping it 100. But none of my, this is stuff that happened on the show, right?
Yeah.
But I really feel like, for me, number one, what's happening for Mendeecees and Yandy, for Atlanta to like you, it needs to happen. Because they funny down here anyway. Atlanta is funny. Mm-hmm. You are getting some new traction, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give you your props. That's the Harlem in him. He's smart. I got to give him credit when credit is due. Mm-hmm. And I got to give her credit when credit is due, because they attacked us in a way where now they're into it with Kirk and Rasheeda. And that's where I was like, I applaud you for that one. You did your big one, right? But I do think, on no shade, I'm like, bro, I've been to 2 weddings. For me to find out you motherfuckers really ain't married, that threw me for a loop.
Are Yandy and Mendeecees legally not married?
There's no marriage certificate. Those were weddings.
Between us girls, Rasheeda, is that true?
Listen, this is what I will tell you. A marriage certificate is a legal document and a public document that you can pull up and go get right now. That's what I will tell you.
So when he said take it on the chin, that's chess for me. It's like checkmate. You trying to get in a position that I currently hold. I'm like, you hold up. So I'm like, this is a married thing right here. Because you got to get there only by being a couple, right? So that was like break number 1. But if y'all got an open relationship, just say it. Instead of us thinking you cheating, because he's really not cheating if it's not what we think. Listen, I'm not disrespecting him because I fuck with him. But
really?
No, I really do. No, and I'm just saying, if it's something different, I think just say that.
Do you think Yandy and Mendeecees have an open relationship?
It's something they're not telling the world, bro. Okay. It's something they're not telling the world. I respect.
I'm sorry, that was my mama.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
I do. You. Okay, like I said, I do have respect for Mendeecees though. He's a cool dude. He a smart dude too though. He laid back, but he cutting.
For me, it's just, don't try to deflect and make it seem like it's us who's doing this to y'all. We don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. And then secondly, like, I just say, at some point, maybe living in your truth is probably a better option.
Baby, they got on there and showed every bit of their natural black asses. But before I continue on with the scoop, I want to remind you guys how this whole thing began.
Now, Jasmine mentioned you, by the way.
Me?
Oh yeah, you. Oh. She mentioned you sitting at her bar. So it's
I think Kirk was going down like the Titanic, slowly. He hit that iceberg. He looked to the left and Mendeecees. And Mendeecees was like, boy, ain't got nothing to do with that.
I didn't know who she was. So somebody had to say, that's Kirk, baby mother. And I never went back. We never had two words.
To give more context, this was the episode where Kirk, Mendeecees, Scrappy, and Chaotic were out with one another, and he was explaining to them how he and Jasmine got into it because he mentioned how she came to the door naked a few times when he came by to pick up Cannon, and she said that he was lying, and she said, since you want to lie on me, I'm going to tell the truth on you, and revealed that he had been texting her saying that if she slept with him, that he would give her more money monthly for Cannon. And so since he had all of this heat on him, and since it was going to be exposed to Rasheeda very soon, he decided to rope Mendeecees into the mix. And he did this on purpose because he felt like if I'm going to go down, everybody going down with me. I feel like this was a ploy via Kirk and Rasheeda to take the focus off of them and his constant philandering and put it on to Yandy and Mendeecees. Because guess what happened? Once Jasmine revealed that that man was still trying to sleep with her, right? She met up with Rasheeda, showed Rasheeda the text messages, and what did we see on the show happen? Absolutely nothing. Rasheeda did absolutely nothing after she saw those text messages. And this man once again embarrassed her. And once again showing that he is still out here, cheating and trying to sleep with his baby mama. So to deal with that hurt and embarrassment, what do? They put the focus on Yandy and Mendeecees, and it worked because as soon as Kirk brought up, Jasmine said she saw you at her bar, what did the storyline then become? Yandy and Mendeecees and their marriage. And we no longer talked about the fact that Kirk had been texting this girl trying to sleep with her. That totally became an afterthought. Kirk and Rasheeda think that we, the public, are dumb. Everything that they're saying about Yandy and Mendeecees and what they're allegedly doing to them is what they did to Yandy and Mendeecees. Then for them to sit up there and say that when he initially cheated on Rasheeda all these years ago and had a baby on her with Jasmine, that Yandy never called her or reach out. First of all, I don't even know how cool they were back then, because remember, Yandy was on Love and Hip Hop New York during that time. She was not on Atlanta. So they could have been, acquaintances at that point. But if we're just, a part of this franchise together and this happens to you, what I look like reaching out to you and being like, girl, you okay? Like, that's weird. And first of all, would nobody have had to reach out to your wife if you had kept your pita weeda inside your pants? So you can stop with that. Now, the Kai situation that happened last year when their son Kai got into that horrible accident, yes, I can understand that 1000%. That is messed up if she did not, or if they did not reach out to Kirk and Rasheeda just to say, hey, we're praying for you. Now, yes, that would be messed up. Then when Kirk dumbass gonna say, and then when Jasmine returned this time, she didn't reach out to Yandy. Reach out to Yandy and say what? Girl, your husband, baby mama, mistress back on the show. Ooh, girl, how you dealing with that? Like, what is she gonna say? Like, what kind of phone call is that? But what we did see from Yandy was her having Rasheeda's back. She didn't kiki with the girl. She actually even went after Jasmine on behalf of Rasheeda just to show camaraderie and the fact that, I don't play that. I ain't, you're the kiki with you after what you did, even though it was years and years ago. And based upon what you're saying, that y'all not friends like that and whatever, she didn't have to do that technically, but she did it because she fucked with you. And the part about their contract was up and Yandy and Mendeecees was basically trying to come for their spot and I guess be the number one couple on the show is a bunch of malarkey. Yandy and Mendeecees have already solidified themselves as a quote unquote power couple or that couple when it comes to the love and hip hop universe. Okay, like why would they need to come for y'all spot? What exactly spot do y'all have on this show besides being two idiots? It's not hard to take y'all spot. What do y'all have going on except for this Jasmine situation? So I don't believe that at all. I really honestly don't. Then when Carlos said, do you think that Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy? And Kirk said, have you asked that question around Atlanta? And Rasheeda responded, I've seen things that people have brought to me. Now, y'all know I always say, when it comes to people's relationships, they kids and they money, you might as well just keep your mouth shut and mind your business because it can easily be turned around on you. Okay. Now, if Rasheeda has seen things like she says that she has and she chose to not get involved, I'm not mad at her about that. That's a decision that she made. Fine. But all of the snide remarks, the petty remarks and all of that type of stuff can stop because we did not see Yandy and Mendeecees doing that to y'all. They were trying to see where y'all were coming from, understand where this animosity was coming from, where the slick talk was coming from. They wasn't giving y'all that type of energy. Y'all was giving them that type of energy to keep the focus off of the fact that Kirk is still out here cheating and that you're a fool because you continue to stay. Okay? Like y'all can stop with the shenanigans and the foolery because nobody's buying it. Nobody. Then them bringing up the fact that Yandy and Mendeecees aren't married. We all know that. That has already been stated years ago that they are not legally married. And to be honest with you, Yandy's smarter than you, dumb. Because if she decides to get up and leave tomorrow, she can do that and not have to split a dime with this man. You can't. You got everything that you got going on in your life tied up with this Negro and that dick in his throat. How about that? So nobody cares that they're not married and that they just want to, say to their husband and wife, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay. Y'all both stupid. Both of y'all dumb. When Rasheeda said, don't make it seem like it's us that's doing this to y'all. We don't have nothing to do with that. Whether or not your husband sticking his penis in somebody else. Rasheeda, first of all, we didn't blame you. We blamed your husband because your husband is the one that kicked this whole thing off. But I low key feel like both of y'all was in on it. But where you were wrong also was when you made the comment about the altercation that went down with Yandy and Mendeecees and Jasmine and her friends about, I heard that, some fists was flying or whatever. And then when you talked about it to Yandy, you pretended like you didn't know about it at all. That's where you was wrong. But now that I think about it, there probably was a tactic. It probably was something that you did on purpose so you could have a reason to get into it with her, to keep this storyline, this rift going between you and her and y'all husbands and all of this type of stuff. Because once again, everything that you're claiming that they're supposedly doing to y'all are the ones doing it to them. To the interview, Yandy posted this montage of her getting ready to go out to this event with Mariah Carey's song Obsessed playing. And she captioned the video, "See, I told you the obsession is real," at Fashion Nova for Neo's Derby party. Then in the comment section, Gemini Mommy of Two said, "It's the audacity, had a whole baby outside the marriage. To be smiling and commenting on someone else's situation is comical. Misery loves company. The most non-affectionate couple ever." Got that right. She's not a girl's girl. Yandy responded, girl's girl is so important. And yes, it's comical, but I'm so G'd up, I ain't laughing. I don't laugh on another woman's downfall. Poor baby, I just wanted to see her win and have some self-esteem. I'll try to continue to build her up with a 10-foot pool in between us. Hashtag boycott fake ones. Girl, you better speak a word, Yandy. You better speak a word. Because think about it. You never see Kirk and Rasheeda really hugging, holding hands, kissing, lovey-dovey. It seems like they have a marriage of convenience. And it's because they have all of these businesses and things tied up with one another. I'll be surprised if they even really live with one another, child. Carmel 25 said to Yandy, Ed Yandy is the type of friend I want. We don't need to be speaking all the time, but when I need you, you're always there, just that one phone call away. And no, we don't have to consider me as your best friend or close friend. A regular friend is good enough. Yandy responded, that's the type of time I'm on with my friends, but some are just cut from a different cloth, baby boo. Then, what is this? Kelal Jod Taylor said Kirk and Rasheeda are the Donald Trumps. Oh, wow. Everything they say about someone else is what they're really doing. What did I just say? What did I just say? This is my first time reading this. Baby, like I said, child. Yandy responded with a bunch of exclamation marks. And even with them not being best of friends, y'all still have a relationship with one another. Y'all work on this show together. Y'all have traveled together. Y'all speak to one another. So there is still a level of respect that should be there regarding certain situations. But I have never saw it for Rasheeda. I never will see it for Rasheeda, because Rasheeda don't give a damn about Rasheeda. So how you expect for Rasheeda to give a damn about somebody else? Can I get an amen? Okay. Then Mendeecees added his 2 cents. He posted on his Instagram story, what type of man keep another man name in their mouth? Shaking my head. I'm about to start disrespecting everybody. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, you don't want it with Mendeecees. Y'all remember back on them Love and Hip Hop New York days when he had to go up there to that gym and beatbox on Yandy Trainer, child. Then Mendeecees said, if you allow your woman to mention my name, then she can get it too. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Then he said, I don't say ish about people polyamory, I think that's, or polygamy relationship. I mind my business because I don't give a F. Please stop talking about me and mines. I mean, because especially for Kirk to be a quote unquote street dude, you know, from the 80s and 90s or whatever. He from New York. Like, you know the game. And the fact that you sit up here and behave like a little baby bitch, oh my God, it's so unattractive. So unattractive. Like, Kirk is a whole female, and not in the good way at all. So I hope coming back for season 13 that Yandy and Mendeecees come with all the smoke, with all the energy, and really cuss they asses out and really embarrass Kirk and Rasheeda. I really want to see Mendeecees press Kirk, because we all know Kirk is a bitch. And I know y'all heard about the story that Cameron just told recently about how Mendeecees punked the shit out of Jim Jones back in the day when Yandy was on Love and Hip Hop New York, and he had to pull up on Jimmy and check him and had Jimmy running from him and everything, child. It was a mess. So I don't really think that Kirk really want that type of smoke with Mendeecees for real. I think that's why he kept on saying, oh, he cool. I'll fuck with him. He's smart. Yeah, because he know what time it is. But yeah, y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about all this. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.